everybody, did you have a nice weekend? I can't believe we're back to Monday already. You guys have been working so hard. I hope you had a lovely break at the weekend and managed to do lots and lots of resting and all the things that you love to do with your family. Now, today we are going to be thinking about a particular type of animal. And it links back to our story that we were looking at last week. Now, do you remember what that story was? It had a boy in and it had a penguin in. That's right, it was called Lost and Found. So which animal do you think we might be looking at today? Probably not boys. Here we go. Yeah, we're going to be thinking about penguins. Our challenge this week is to really learn lots about penguins. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to think about what we already know about penguins. Then we're going to have a think about what do we want to find out? What could be really interesting to find out about penguins? So let's have a think. What do we know? I'm going to use my blue pen today for the things that I know. Well, I had a real think about this and I thought, well, I know from the story, I know that penguins live in the South Pole. So I'm going to draw a line coming out of my thought shower, and you can do this as well today. And I'm going to write down that I know they live in the South Pole. Now, the owl here is a little bit different to the one that we've learned at school, but it is the same as the same owl in the word found. So south, here we go. And the word pole is a bit tricky, but I'm going to write it just like that for you. So I know they live in the South Pole. What else do I know about penguins? What do you know? Think about their colours. That's clever. They're black. Yes, they've definitely got black on them. Can you help me sound out the word black? Let's have a go. Are you ready? Black. B. Well done. Bull. Well done. Bull. What comes next? Bl. Ah. Ah. Well done. Bl. Ah. And then it's our bl. Ah. K. 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 Which do we think it's a curly cut, a kicking cut, or a digraph? K. It is. It's both of them. Curly and kicking. Okay, well, I know they're black. What else do I know about them? They have white on their tummies, don't they? That's right. White. Now, I is a bit of a tricky sound, isn't it? I wonder if you can help me. Okay, white. I know some of you know this, so I'm going to use a sound that we're going to be learning soon about white. Are you ready? I know, so they're black and they are a bit I. Now, I'm going to use the I that we're learning soon. So it doesn't matter, parents, if your children are sounding out using the sounds that they know instead of the correct spelling of the sounds. It's great to hear all their phonics in action, really. So, I. There we go. And, what colour are their beaks sometimes? They're black or white. What's that? Yeah, they're orange, aren't they? Orange. Orange. Again, I'm going to sound this out using my phonics that I know. So let's see if we can do it. Ready? Orange. Oh, what's that first sound? That's right. O for orange. O. R. R. Or. Well done. Orange. And if your child writes it like that, parents, that's absolutely fine because that shows us that they are putting their phonics into action, like I just said, so it's absolutely fine. Okay, I know they live in the South Pole. I know they could be black and white and orange. That's absolutely fine. I wonder what else I know. What do they eat? Do you know what they eat, children? I think I do know this one. Yeah, I think they eat fish. Fish. Perfect. So in my blue pen, I'm going to see if I can write the word fish. Fish. Are you ready? Let's see. What comes next? Ish. There we go. Look at that. Now, I have to admit, I don't know too much more about penguins, so I'm really hoping that we're going to find lots out this week. And the way we do that is we're going to have to think about the questions we might like to know. We want to ask a question to find something out. And do you know what, children? I bet you're all shouting something you want to know about penguins. But the first thing I want to know is, can they fly? Can they fly? Can they fly? So, in blue were all the things I've written down about things I know about penguins. Now I'm going to have a go at writing some questions down. You might want to draw lines coming off them, or you might want to write a list of questions underneath. I'm going to write a list of questions underneath, but it's entirely up to you how you set this bit out. So, can they fly? Okay, 3 words. Can. Can. Then another tricky word. They. Fly. Fly. Do you know, I'm going to write fly with how I know it is spelled instead of sounding it out. Because this is one of those words I have learned that is a bit different to how we've been learning some of the sounds at the moment, because some sounds are tricky and cheeky and have lots of different ways of writing it. Can they fly? Now, this is where it gets really important, children, because now it's a question. We can't put a full stop. We have to put something really clever. It's called a question mark. And that shows us that we're asking something. So, can they fly? And a question mark starts as a backwards curly curl. Then it goes down, and we take our pen off, and we put a dot at the bottom, and that's called a question mark. Can they fly? Perfect. What else might I want to find out? Oh, I know. Can they swim? I know they live at the South Pole, but can they swim, or do they always have to be on the snow? Can they fly? Can they swim? But then they eat fish. Oh, I'm so intrigued by this one. I definitely need to know. Can they swim? So, capital letter for the beginning of my sentence, of my beginning of my question. Are you ready? Can. Look, here's the word they again. They. And I know you can all help me out with the word swim. Swim. Can they swim? And then what do I need at the end to show that I'm asking a question? Can they swim? I need my question mark. So again, it's a backwards curly cut, isn't it? Straight down and a dot on the end. And this makes our question mark to show that we're asking a question. I wonder, do you know, I know there's lots of penguins in the world, but do they have families? Do they have families? I'm going to ask that question because I'd love to know if they all just live by themselves, or if they have families, or if they live with their friends. So, tricky word, do. Children, this is a hard one. Capital D. And an O. It's one of those grotty words because it's not an O in the word, it's an oo. Do. Do they, look, here's our tricky word, they again. Do they? Do they have? This is a tricky word. But again, parents, if they sound it out, that's absolutely fine. You'll find that they might be missing a letter at the end. It's not a problem. Do they have? Look, I'm going to write it because I know how have is spelled, so I'm going to write it correctly. Do they have families? Families. That's a long word, isn't it? Should we see if we can write it? Now here we might use the digraph that we know, but I'm going to have a go at writing it again using the right letters, and that's absolutely fine. We can pick and choose when we need to use the sounds that we know or write words that we know we can spell. So, do they have families? And at the end, I'm going to pop my question mark on today. So, at the end. So, your challenge today, children, is to have a think about all the things you know about penguins and have a go at writing those down for me. And when you've done that, in a different colour, have a think about the things you want to know about penguins, because our aim this week is to see if we can answer all these questions. Have a go at really thinking hard about those questions and using question marks. Sound out as many words as you can. And if you know how to spell some of those tricky words, please do remember to use the right spelling. I know lots of you could do that. I can't wait to see what you know about penguins and what you would like to find out. Have a lovely, lovely day, children. Send me lots of pictures. Take care.